about it because I was very excited.
It was really good, and it was interesting seeing the input.
We're live here, December 5th, 2025 IDA meeting. Second.
All right, I will call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from October 14th.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Treasurer's report.
Yes, again, thanks for coming in this morning for a short agenda. Treasurer's report. You will see cash on hand of $822,000, $916. Limited activity except for a deposit of $353,225.15, which was the YWCA closing. Really excited to have that project move forward. Krista Construction is already on site. It's both the renovation of the existing building and then a new construction. So tough start to the year for them, being a little cold and snowy, but they're on their way. So they're very appreciative of our support. I think that's about it for the treasurer's report.
Any questions? Not a motion to approve it. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And then the main item on the agenda is 2135 Technology Drive, the Thompson and Johnson Fiber Project. So the first item is resolution 713-25, seek a resolution.
Yes, I'll just give a little summary of the project. So in the 1990s, I don't know if everyone's familiar with Technology Drive, and if you were familiar that it wasn't technically a city street. It comes off Maxon Road Extension, and it's a thoroughfare which includes multiple businesses, kind of industrial technology park, and the very end is the city's water treatment plant. In the 1990s, that 40-acre site was donated to the city of Schenectady. It had some environmental cleanup that needed to be done. It was transferred to the industrial development agency at the time, and through the environmental remediation program, the site was cleaned up and marketed for redevelopment. A series of warehousing technology uses went into effect. Recently, we were able to fill some empty space with some really good technology companies. Air Julie, it's a GE technology spinoff. They make water from air, really important for application in the data centers where you really need no moisture in the air. Also around the world where there's limited fresh water sources. Tokyo Electron and others. Thompson & Johnson was one of the companies that moved in just recently, and we helped bring them there. They reached out to us. They're working with Crown Castle, which is a major fiber provider, about connecting their building with a new fiber line. They would have to take it from the city street on Maxon Road Extension and go around 1,500 feet to connect underground to their building. To do that, we'd have to provide an easement, and that's what we're here to do today. Following providing this easement, we'd like to begin the process to officially transfer the roadway over to the city of Schenectady. They have been plowing it. They have invested in paving it, so it has been treated like a city street. And just for purposes of how they expend their funds and our liability, it would make sense to make that move. So to do that, we have to do the State Environmental Quality Review Act to review both the easement and the conveyance of the property. Actually digging for fiber is a type 2 action. We need authorization to enter into the easement, public right-of-way use agreement, and then we will start the real property disposition. The public authority law requires that we do an appraisal, we do a 90-day notification period before we come back and officially transfer it to the city. So those are the three resolutions. Any questions?
So the company pays for the work and
Installation, yeah.
the installation.
Yeah, and they're also going to cover the legal costs that we're incurring.
So will it actually be used as a public road?
So it already has been used as Technology Drive it's signed as if it is a city road. It's just, I think at the time, coming off of the environmental remediation program, and then, we like to acknowledge we do a pretty good job administrating these organizations. They might have never done that final step to turn it over to the city at the time. But the city has been paving it. This just kind of finalizes the process to treat it as a city road as it has been already. Like all the city wastewater treatment plant trucks go down this road all the time.
Alright, so I will take each of these separately. Entertain a motion to approve resolution 713-25. The secret resolution on the city's impact on the environment. Second. All in favor? Aye. Resolution 714-25, which is the authorization to enter into a public right-of-way use agreement and take related actions. Tracy, second. All in favor? Aye. And resolution 715-25, commence real property disposition. Second. All in favor? Aye.
I was reading. I admit it.
Okay, is there any other business before the idea?
Well, it was mentioned before that the city council has acted on adding one new member. The committee has acted on Monday. They'll do the final appointment. So Steve Strikeman, who was serving on Metroplex before, city council has elected to bring him onto the city IDA. So it'd be nice to have a little bit more, a bigger bench here to fill the seats. Appreciate everyone making the time to come in. There are 7 seats available, so that would be our 5th appointment, and hopefully continue to fill those seats. Other than that, we have been doing, as we know, municipalities in today's environment, the federal government have been having difficulties with their budgets and trying to figure out how to maximize revenue. Our pilot programs that we have here, it is generates in the city of Schenectady over $8 million a year in pilot payments, which is up from last year. A lot of back and forth, obviously, in these times about lost revenue from the pilot programs. But we always like to remind people that these projects don't happen if we don't fill the gaps with financing. So it's really, you got to look at the $8 million of, most of these projects would not happen. Most of these projects were on maybe property that was not paying anything in taxes before. We've done that whole exercise to make sure we're advocating for these programs, because we know they're sensitive, but I think Mohawk Harbor is one of the best examples, right? 60-acre site, little to nothing in tax revenue, and you can point to about $6 million a year that generates in not only tax payments but pilot payments in the various projects that were developed, and a lot of public infrastructure. We're talking about the end of Technology Drive being the sewer treatment plant. I remember when that was being developed in 2017, one of the main investments that was being put right through the site was a new city interceptor that basically took from all the new city pump station that they developed in Stockade and others, transfers everything through that site, and that was part of the investment that that this project had helped lead. So obviously, difficult time. We do our best to try to create revenue, but the pilot programs are working, and we take great pride in them. Just wanted to let you know, because we're often asked to present about the pilot programs, and just so everyone knows kind of where we are with them. That's all I have.
Any other questions?
Thanks to MBT Bank for making the downstairs available as we're going through renovation. Appreciate you all coming in.
Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion. Second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we are adjourned.
Let's turn that off right now. You know how to do it. Power to you, I don't.